Good morning, Scout 2013. My name is Thomas Soth. I am the Scout Teacher of the Year for 2012. And I am here this morning to talk to you about the ripple effect. And as leaders of teachers, as advocates for the importance of world languages in our world, I hope to inspire all of you to understand your role as a drop of water that creates a ripple effect that can make a big splash that can help create more generations of communicators of world languages. But first I would like to talk about the drop that got me to this point in my life. I was not a good foreign language student, and that's putting it lightly. I stopped foreign language in high school when I got an F on my Spanish 2 final. Went away from it. Later, I went to college. I decided I wanted to be an English teacher, and lo and behold again, there was that extrinsic requirement making me take foreign language. And I suffered through 4 semesters. I even got my only C in college as I did that. However, that requirement pushed me forward and made me think, wow, that was really difficult. Maybe I can do something with this. Maybe I won't waste my time. And then I had that intrinsic motivation as maybe I can travel. This world's a very big place. There are a lot of Spanish-speaking countries. I would love to visit these places, have a good time, and be able to communicate with the people that live there. I went abroad for a year, lived in Argentina. I've been all over the world. And so when I came back from Argentina, I thought, well, maybe I can minor in Spanish. And I started taking classes, and wow, after living abroad, it wasn't so hard anymore. And so I thought, I'm going to get a major. And then when I graduated, I said, maybe it can help get me a job. And so I started working in human resources because I had the ability to speak a foreign language. And finally, when I made it through grad school, got my teaching license, I was teaching in the classroom, and I got involved in the Foreign Language Association in North Carolina. A little while later, I got to become their Teacher of the Year. I became the Scout Teacher of the Year, and then I got to go on to ACTFL, all because of that first drop that gave me the extrinsic motivation to start and continue with a foreign language. And then there's ACTFL. And how's that affected me as a teacher? Well, ACTFL comes along and gives us the 5 C's. They gives us these reasons behind foreign language, not just grammar, not just translation, but why do we use it? There's the interpersonal speaking. We have presentational tasks, and we have, can anybody help me out there? What is it? What's the other one? Interpretive. Yes, thank you very much. And with those, it makes us think about, well, what's important in the foreign language classroom? So that drop of ACTFL in my life has come down. I've been doing work with the College Board, and in my great state of North Carolina, we've been working on a Proficiency 101 team in which we have started new ways of assessing students as a goal. And that's that backwards design where you look at what do we want students to do in the real world or in the target culture and say, well, that's our assessment at the end. That's what we need to be doing with our students. How do we get there? So we look at assessments, and I've been doing a lot of that lately. And from there, that assessment affects what we do in our classroom and how we provide our students with real world activities, real world materials, and other things that engage them more into becoming 21st century learners who actually use the language. So we take these assessments, this instruction, and it comes back into our classroom. And what does it do in our classroom? It gives us, our students, tasks which in themselves are intrinsically motivating and make them do things that they would have to do if we drop them into Moscow, into Beijing, into Frankfurt or into Lisbon and any other target culture city. That information then goes to the school, and students start talking to other students that, hey, you should take this foreign language class. We're doing things in there that are pretty fun, and they're things that I like to do outside of class as well. That information goes on to parents, and says the parent says, wow, you're really doing things in these foreign language classroom. And then in the future, these kids that we have become the parents of the future, and these are the ones that can actually do things in a foreign language, because we need to change the mind about what foreign language learning is in schools in the United States, so everybody keeps pushing their students to get to a level where they are proficient. And that's the future. And with all of you sitting right here, I think the future looks bright. So let's bring on the rain. Let's provide our students, let's promote other teachers, let's help our districts create professional learning communities that create real-world activities for their classrooms. Let's engage students with authentic materials that speakers of world languages actually use. And heck, let's get our students to travel. Let's motivate them. Let's say, hey, you should take this trip this summer. Maybe we can get a fundraiser to help you get a little extra money, because we know that it's expensive, but we know also that it's worth it. And backwards design. What do we want our students to be able to do? Press that with your other teachers. As leaders, come up with your districts and within your states, within your regions, say, we must always keep that end goal in mind so we don't get bogged down in filling out grammar sheets. We're always thinking about, hey, we want our students to be able to sit in a cafe and have a conversation, or maybe we want them to go through a job interview, or maybe we want them to be able to read some great poetry written by somebody who doesn't just write in English. And we want to provide quality assessments that reflect activities that people do in the real world outside of the classroom. Because if we have our students speaking more, doing more projects, doing activities that reflect the real world, we will show them that this is what we value. And if we show them that this is what we value, we will be inspiring students to continue on to future levels, because they know that we value their ability to be able to communicate in the future. So, as leaders, you are all like a skipping stone, as I am. We must advocate. We want requirements for foreign language, because this is what starts the ball rolling for students. This is the first ripple for most of our students, districts, and states to get them into foreign language. Then we must be social networking. Keep pushing foreign languages. Keep getting better as a teacher. Keep helping other teachers get better. Look on Facebook, Google, Twitter. If you want to look, if you don't know much about Twitter, get a Twitter account and do hashtag LangChat, and you're going to find a lot of great resources and a lot of really smart educators that share their resources to help everybody become better. And then, just like this here at Skolt, keep contributing to conferences. Keep being awesome. And with that in mind, I hope everybody has a great Skolt 2013, and I hope to see you back here next year. Thank you. Have a great day.